west coast of Florida. We're looking at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, an NFC battle in store for us. It's the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And there are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw is Williams. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the...
Irvin is hit, he fumbles that football. Bears say they got this one, and they did. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Williams on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. He's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. His first throw is an interception. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
What is up?
Go to him again, and he will not get in. The defense holds. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. Turned away twice now. Will the 3rd time be the charm? Williams with a quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake. Typically, one will follow.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
20! What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
180! What's up?
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Set. 180.
Third down, here's Mayfield. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, fourth down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
3rd down, here's Williams. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. That one's nabbed by Komet. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll score a touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They give to Irving to start this drive. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
180! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. Got a man, this is Evans. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And again, this is Irving. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
180! What's up?
Baker now. Got his man, gets on him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
What's up?
Irving on the counter. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
What's up?
Again for the first time to Rashawn White. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
180! What's up?
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
180! What's up?
This is Irving on second. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ballgame.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Williams from the gun. He can run it. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. It's an early lead for the Bears. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Met's got it left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And a shotgun against the Swift. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Buccaneers 43-yard line.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Complete over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
180! What's that?
A toss running right. It's Irving. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. Second down.
20.
Throwing, Baker. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Set. 180. Done.
Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
A gain of 14.
Staying grounded with Swift. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
To throw is Williams. Completed here to Komet. And he's tackled for no gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That throw finds Komet. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He fields this at the 18. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
39-yard line.
Set. 180. What's up?
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Set.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180! Cut!
Baker out of the pistol. Throw is caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
180! What's up?
Irvin here from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and short, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And a stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
20!
First down, here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Only a yard for him that time, so now third and 9. Throw here, third down. Running left side by Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McLaughlin, the tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
First down, here's Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin, getting set for another go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Run. 180! Done.
Once again, Irving. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers driving for a score and a halftime lead. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
180. What's up?
Here's the give to Irving. And he's going to be stopped real shy in that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. This one from 47 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He connects on the deep shot. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Ken, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now here he goes. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete right side. Burden has it. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Moore going to motion over right. Williams to throw on third. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
They'll run it with Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Williams from the gun. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down. Now Williams has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two sides. Are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the third. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
What's up?
They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
What's up?
First down throw here, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Mayfield now from the gun. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Good. 180. What's up?
Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Here come the Bears back out on offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Williams to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Here's Williams again. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the third.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
180! What's up?
3rd down, give to Irving. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Stop!
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
180!
On the give, this is Irving. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
To throw, Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
180! What's that?
Third down run from White. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Start.
Mayfield to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We can keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
180! What's that?
Working inside the red zone. That's Connick's got him again. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a third-quarter lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His second scoring kick to the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. Maybe on the comeback trail right now, if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. He connects with Burton. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short game. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
The right side hauled in by Komet. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 on the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Chicago.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Oh, the football's loose. And this one belongs to the Bucs.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Replay action. Williams. He's going to keep it this time.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The Buccaneers and receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to stop his drive. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
180.
Throwing, Baker. Throwing the out route, complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
180.
Irving on the inside give. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
180. What's up? What's up?
This is Irving on 2nd. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
What's up?
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
180. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down.
Set. 220. What's up?
3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down throw by Williams. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
On play action, here's Williams. And they get to him again! And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
It's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut it to 1 late in the third. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears bring it back to even. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
180! What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
180! What's up?
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
180! Done!
Right back to Irving now. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Third down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
180! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
180! Done! What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they make the stop as that player reaches the 14-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Good! 220! What's up? What's up?
Irving trying to run for the first. Has some room to work. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Bears 24. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Duvernay on the return. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They bring their tight end left. Here's Swift on 2nd down. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
41 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Williams with a quick pass out line. brought down after a short game.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Running behind center with Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears now trail by just a point in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he's gonna get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
180! What's up?
Irving on the counter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 6. That's good for a first down. First and 10.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
180! What's up?
First down. Here's Baker. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running right, it's Irving. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Set. Stop.
Once again, Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Set. 180! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. Has it at the 7. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Still time to go, Brock, but their touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits him on the end route. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brocco. And jumbo set is still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Williams from the gun. Buccaneers isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
180! What's up?
Going with Irving here. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
180! Done!
Handoff headed right, Irving. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. They'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
What's up?
Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Tampa. Buccaneers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll take a knee. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers, who take a knee. They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some clock. He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.